Here's your KIX 102.5 news update.
Good morning, I'm Ty Albright. Here's what's going on in the 4 states. Of course, the new school year almost here, and every Missouri school district required to have its own policy for keeping personal electronic devices out of student hands during the learning hours. As local school districts rolling out their plans, there are some exceptions for specific needs, but officials do urge parents to talk with their kids about the big change. The new law is necessary, says Governor Mike Kehoe, to eliminate distractions and improve student engagement. Kidnapping and enticement of a child. Those felony charges filed against 23-year-old Chance Watkins of Galena, Kansas, who's accused of messaging a young teenage girl, taking her to a Joplin park, and committing crimes against her. Prosecutors say he had just met the young girl at her mom's work earlier that day and that it was his first day at that workplace. Your news is a service of Liberty Tree Guns. Could you use some extra cash this summer? Liberty Tree Guns is buying guns and gun collections, and they're paying top dollar. Get a cash offer on your guns today at libertytreeguns.com. When you see news, call or text our tip line at 417-782-1310. For News Talk KZRG, I'm Ty Albright on KIX 102.5.
A heat advisory is still in effect today. It's going to feel like 108 this afternoon. A slight chance of storms tonight with lows dropping down to 73. Still a chance of storms for tomorrow are going to thankfully cool things down to 83. And that weather's going to stick around through Friday. We'll see partly sunny skies with a high near 83. Your KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is not really showing a lot across the 4 states. 75 in Monette, 75 in Pittsburgh, 78 in Joplin. Just sign up for severe weather alerts. Download the Zimmer Storm Center app. Time now for the KIX Kids Pledge, brought to you by Josh Meeker at Country Financial. And today we have Carter from Girard. Great job, Carter. And if you've got a kiddo who wants to take part in the KIX Kids Pledge, just check out the Morning KIX page at KIX1025.com. We are just 15 minutes away from your chance to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound. $952.50 up for grabs if you give me caller number 5 at 720 and tell me what the secret sound is. Here's Tyler Hubbard with Park on KIX 102.5. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Come on, pull up the chat. Let's go. There we go. Oh, that's super weird. It's not showing me any of the chats on Restream. Bizarre. There we go. Morning, Melissa. Good morning, Thomas. Jimmy, good morning. Major, look who showed up. Good morning. Morning, Christy. Morning, Megan. Morning, Kathy. Happy hump day, halfway through the work week. That's so strange. I can't get the video to pop up on Twitch. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, there we go. So how are we doing today? Are you ready for another scorcher? 108 for the heat index today. I'm just saying, Thomas, it's going to be really, really hot. Just hopped on to let you know my weird morning yesterday. We took Emma to Simpson Funeral Home. Oh, Kathy, I'm so sorry. Such a hard loss losing our furry friends. You guys got in the one. Well, the high today major is 99, but it's going to feel like 108. So it's going to be really, really hot. And this is a humid heat, mind you, which I feel like is infinitely worse than a dry heat. Yeah, we've been there. They've got like cooling centers and stuff open to try and help folks cool down, and it's hot. It's really, really hot. Actually, my son has he's back into his club soccer, and they were supposed to be having practice twice a week at this point, but because the weather has just been so hot for their safety, they've just been canceling all the practices. At first, they were like, "We're gonna try and move it to a little bit later during the day and see if it maybe cools down a little bit." Not really, no. Not cooling down enough to really be substantial. Ah, so jealous, Thomas. I don't know if I've ever told you this story before, but when I worked at my very first radio station ever, one of my first shifts I worked, so I was hired initially just to work a Friday night shift, and then I picked up a Saturday night shift pretty quickly after I started. And it was a new rock music show is what I did. And it was from like midnight to 2 in the morning. So middle of the night kind of show. And my show would end when everyone was, leaving the bars and stuff. And so my co-host and I, why I need a co-host for a show at midnight, I don't know. But my co-host and I would go to this place called APCO, which was this tiny diner in the back of a gas station. And it had like 5 booths, maybe. And it's where everybody went when the bars closed. Even if you weren't sitting in a booth, you just hung around there, small town, loved it. And the thing to get there was the biscuits and gravy. And they made their own hot sauce. Like they had Tabasco sauce, and that's always what I got on my biscuits and gravy. But they also made their own hot sauce at APCO. And when you were new there, you had to do this hot sauce challenge. And so they would bring out a cracker and put one little line of their hot sauce on it to see if you could handle it. Of course you couldn't, because it was like burn your mouth, like you can't feel your tongue anymore. You're in tears, hot. Just pure pain. No good flavor, nothing like that. So I remember doing that, and it was such a crazy place. It was so much fun though. So every Saturday night after the show, we'd go and we'd get biscuits and gravy, and we'd get Tabasco on them, and all the people would be leaving the bars and going to APCO, and it was just such a fun time. You guys don't do cooling centers there, Jimmy? Yeah, even like churches and stuff don't do them in Pittsburgh or Frontenac? KIX 102.5, the 4 states number one for country. It's Morning KIX with Brandy and Jen, 710. Sunshine today and really, 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 really hot. It's going to feel like 108. It is 78 in Joplin. We'll take a full look at your forecast in just 14 minutes. And we are just 10 minutes away from your chance to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union secret sound. That jackpot, $952.50. And it could be yours if you can be caller number 5 at 720 and tell me what the secret sound is. Here's John Party on the 4 states number one for cash, KIX 102.5. I was just hanging out. They just tell Jimmy they don't? That's so mean. Jimmy should be in good shape, though. Jimmy just got a brand new AC. Old Bay hot sauce is your go-to. I don't know that I've ever had that one. I actually really liked Cholula a lot. But at APCO, the thing was it was just straight Tabasco. That's what you got. It was Tabasco. And you put it on your biscuits and gravy, and it was so stupid good. Frontenac only has 3,000 people in it because they think we don't need them. Like, you guys are fine. You'll cool down. It's no big deal. Yeah, the day y'all decided to float, it's going to be 80 degrees. Maybe that'll be for the better, though. I mean, granted, you'll be in the water, but you'll also be in plastic kayaks, and maybe it won't be so hot. It'll be a little bit better. My daughter's always saying how it's in the 90s and 100s there in Utah, but it only feels like the 80s. Jealous. I mean, honestly, going down to 83 degrees, it's going to feel so cold with as hot as it has been. Like a 20-degree drop. Not that I'm complaining by any means. Sounds like an MRE where you have to mask the flavor. Oh, yeah. Kyle's told me all about that. They always carried hot sauce, he says. One of my batches of sunflower seeds I'm flavoring as Old Bay. Oh, that'll be yummy. Yeah, the mountains in Utah are gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. I would love to spend more time out that way. Just our little trek to Seattle and back was not nearly long enough to get to enjoy the full drive. On the dance floor. Thomas, I looked everywhere to find that the name of the filter that I used. It was one on Snapchat, and I cannot for the life of me remember what it was called. For Twisted Takes Tuesday yesterday, I did like this, I don't know, AI anime kind of style picture. Because Randy never likes that style picture. He's like, it's not funny. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll just do it when you're not here. So I did it yesterday. And I should have saved the name of the filter or saved the filter itself so I could tell you. But it was just one of the ones on Snap. Thank you, Megan. I was also looking at the Puggle. But the eyes, I don't know if they're big enough. You and I both, Melissa. Bring on fall. Pumpkin Spice, by the way, comes back on August 26th. Let me double check. We put it down on the calendar. Pumpkin Spice returns. Maybe not the 26th. Yes, Pumpkin Spice returns on August 26th. And I am so ready for it. Summer just is not my thing. It's just not. You went to Job Corps there in Utah. I guess I don't really know what that is, Christy. Kathy, you and I both. I'm so ready for the weekend. Yeah, Russia had that 8.8 magnitude earthquake, and then I was really nervous when I went to bed last night because there were all those tsunami warnings for the West Coast and for Hawaii. Thankfully, it lost some of its energy as it was moving across the ocean, and so they downgraded it from a tsunami warning to a tsunami advisory, lifted the evacuations which I was watching some of the footage last night before bed of just the folks in Hawaii just trying to evacuate. And very scary. It's bumper to bumper traffic. And they know that they're on this deadline. And it gave me anxiety just watching it. I was scared for them. I was very thankful to read that it lost a lot of its intensity as it moved closer. KIX 102.5, the four states number one for country. It's Jordan Davis and Luke Bryan on KIX. I love the drive to Utah through Wyoming and Colorado. The mountains are beautiful all the way through there. On the way home, we came a different way and saw more of Colorado. I love Colorado. Growing up, we used to take a vacation every summer to Colorado, and it's such a special place. It's like the Breckenridge area, Frisco, Keystone, Lake Dillon, that area is where we'd stay. And it was always just so much fun, like the hiking and the horseback riding, staying up late and watching movies. And one of my mom's favorite things to do is, inevitably there was at least one storm while we were up in the mountains, and my mom would turn off all the lights and she'd open all the windows and we would just watch the storm and the lightning from, right there, and you're high up on the mountain. And it was incredible. Oh, Floyd, thank you. I'm posting it right now. Floyd always keeps me honest. Thank you, Megan. What is this? All right, Floyd, there you go. Morning, Ruth. Job Corps is where you go to school and learn a trade. I studied CNA there. Oh, that's so cool, Christy. So how long were you up in Utah for? The more you know. All right, 23 seconds. Secret sound. KIX 102.5, the four states number one for country. It's Morning KIX with Brandy and Jen. It is 7:19, and it's going to be really, really hot today. We're talking like heat index values up to 108. It is 78 in Joplin. We'll take a full look at your forecast in just 5 minutes. But right now, let's see if we can give away some cash with the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound. I've got $952.50 up for grabs. If you give me caller number 5, 417-623-1025, and tell me, what is this sound? What do you think? What was that? Caller number 5, 417-623-1025 for a chance to guess and win from the four states number one for cash. Hi, Morning KIX caller number 1. Keep trying. Hi, Morning KIX caller number 2. Try again. Hi, Morning KIX caller number 3. Keep trying. Hi, Morning KIX caller number 4. Keep trying. Hi, Morning KIX. Who is this? From Parsons. Julie from Parsons, you are caller number 5. Woo! Julie, you have done it again. Caller number 5. I've got $952.50 up for grabs, Julie. If you can tell me, what is this sound? She says a pencil sharpener for $952.50. That is not it, Julie. But we're going to put another $25 in the jackpot, making it $977.50, and give you another chance to guess and win tomorrow morning at 7:20. Thanks, Julie. You too. Bye-bye. She's always so quiet. It's like she's whispering. KIX 102.5, the four states number one for cash. Looking for caller number 5 to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union secret sound. Julie from Parsons, you are caller number 5. Woo! Julie, you have done it again. Caller number 5.
Awesome.
I've got $952.50 up for grabs, Julie. If you can tell me, what is this sound?
Is it a pencil sharpener?
She says a pencil sharpener for $952.50. That is not it, Julie.
Dang it.
But we're going to put another $25 in the jackpot, making it $977.50, and give you another chance to guess and win tomorrow morning at 7:20.
Okay, thanks. Have a good day.
There we go. All right. Good job, Julie. Man. Julie waits for the hint to drop and snatches that call. She really does. And she is amazing at it. I don't know how she does it. Consistently, every secret sound, she becomes one of our most consistent callers, without fail. Morning, Christine. Did you get through? Morning, Sarara. Yeah, the phones start lighting up by the time the last song starts. Right before secret sound, the phone's already ringing. It's crazy. You feel like you've heard the sound before. I bet you have. That's right. Shady Beach and Knoll doing the 5 mile float. Meet at 9:30 by the gas station pumps at Neosho Walmart. 2 kayaks to shuttle. Megan and Fancy Pants. If anyone else wants to go floating tomorrow, they're doing that. All right, don't forget, I'm also still getting you signed up to win those Whitewater tickets, Whitewater in Branson. It's tickets to 623-1025. Now's a great time to win them. It's grossly hot. Major, did you see that Untamed is getting a new season? They've just been renewed for season 2. Morning, Dorinda. Called 3 times and it rang and rang and rang. I know. All the folks are coming out of the woodwork to play at this point. The jackpot's getting bigger. We've had a hint. Is that what he does, Major? He solves criminal cases or something? Y'all, I have to tell you the story too. So this morning, I get to work. Totally normal, totally average. I come inside. I set my things in my office. And just as I'm getting ready to turn and come to the studio, one of the news guys stops me and he goes, "Oh my gosh, did you run into the lady?" I was like, what are you talking about? What lady? He goes, "The lady in the parking lot. I should have called and warned you." I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he goes, "There was a lady in the parking lot who's just been standing around and like yelling at everyone as they, moved across the parking lot into the building." And I was like, "No, I didn't see any lady." Well, it turns out one of our web guys showed up at like 5:30, and this lady was like screaming obscenities at him, and she was like insulting his face and his mustache and his height and just like being so degrading to him. And I guess some of the other folks who came in this morning also had this lady, the same lady, just like yelling at them and following them through the parking lot, which is really scary. Um, and I guess shortly before I got here, she started pounding on the back door and was like screaming, pounding on the back door and screaming. And oh, I can't FaceTime right now, Beans. Um, and one of the news guys finally went and was like, "Hey, you got to knock this off or we're going to have to call the cops." Crazy. Absolutely nuts. Thankfully, everyone's okay. And like I said, she was gone by the time I got here. Or, I mean, I didn't see her or she didn't say anything to me, but whew, what a wild way to start your day. Morning, Lisa Hinkle. Sounds like my type of woman. She is right up your alley. A little zesty, aggressive. You would have loved her. Right? Like I was, and the guy was like, "I should have called and warned you." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, what?" What could I have walked into, you know? Like, that could have been awful. But I guess the guy that confronted her was like super chill and was like, "Yo, you gotta knock it off." He was just like tired of it. Be aware of your absolutely. That's one of the things I always do because I mean, a lot of the times when I get here, it is it's still dark. Um, I always stop and kind of scan the area just to see if I can just to make sure there's nothing off, nothing feels wrong when I get here. And then I've got the pepper spray on my purse, and I don't dawdle to go inside. Morning, Shane. Right, and it's a dark parking lot for crying out loud. KIX 102.5, the four states #1 for country. It's Morning KIX with Randy and Jen 732. Here's Eli Young Band on KIX 102.5. But thankfully, everything's okay. Nothing happened. Just apparently a lot of yelling and a lot of cursing. All right. I know. It was so close. So close to going off in the studio. The fact that he was actually like turning the key to where there was like no safety. He was this close to like not just shooting the pepper spray or spraying it in the studio, but like this close to spraying himself in the face with pepper spray. She's probably upset that Randy is on vacation. Yeah, I get it. And he's going to be gone a couple days next week, too. Sorry, lady. All right, minute 23. Morning, Blakey. Also, I finally set up a hair appointment yesterday to get the black out of my hair. I've officially decided it is driving me crazy. I want to go all blonde. I loved the blonde. It dealt with the issue, took care of the roots when it needed to, but it's time to go back to all blonde. KIX 102.5, the four states #1 for country. It's Morning KIX with Randy and Jen 735. Sunshine today with the heat advisory in effect. Going to feel as hot as 108. It is 78 in Joplin. We'll take a look at your forecast in just 28 minutes. Also in the next hour, what are we talking about? We're talking about your nickname. What is your nickname and how'd you get it? 623-1025 to call or text. You can also tell me on Facebook. And don't forget, also getting you signed up right now to win tickets to Whitewater and Branson. And this is so easy to get entered to win. All you got to do is text the word tickets. Just the word tickets. No exclamation points or emojis or anything. Just tickets and send that to 417-623-1025. And we're going to find out who that winner is in just 15 minutes. You know, as bad as it is that it is like melting, scorching, roasting hot outside right now, what's even worse is the fact that I'm pretty sure I've got like a summer cold coming on because every morning I wake up and my nose is like all stuffed up and I'm like, what are you doing? How do you even get a cold in the summer? Like that feels like it feels wrong. It feels like a winter thing. It feels like I was too cold outside and now I've got the sniffles. But no, it's like burning hot outside and I still have the sniffles and I still am stuffed up in the morning and somehow I'm getting a summer cold and I don't want it. Summer colds are just wrong. See the tissue hanging from my nostril. I was blowing my nose all freaking night. I woke up and now I'm feeling awful. Getting sick in the summer isn't right. Summer cold. I need first aid. I need NyQuil instead of lemonade. Summer cold. It just ain't cool. Coughing up a lung out by the pool.
It's Morning Kicks with Randy and Jen on the four states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
All right. All right. There we go. Oh, they're stuck in Hawaii. Thankfully, the tsunami impact on Hawaii was not nearly as awful as it could have been. Last I checked, there was no significant damage or anything like that. Thank goodness. You should go blonde, Major. Like Jimmy said, blondes have more fun. Actually, I don't know if that's true or not, but I like me better as a blonde too. I really do. Your blonde is coming back, peeking out from my. I love that look. I love the look of the red and blonde, which is a lot of what I have going on right now. All right, last chance to get entered to win those Whitewater tickets. I'm going to call the winner here shortly. A ton of people. This is probably our biggest entry we've had for these so far. I love your hair though, Megan. I love the red that you dye it, and with the curls, it's so pretty. Okay, just won't be able to leave until Saturday. Hello, Heather Matthews. Did you get entered to win? All right, last call, last call. Tickets to 623-1025. You've never colored your hair before, Sarara? I think I started asking when I was like in elementary school to start coloring my hair. And my mom was like, you can get natural looking highlights. And that's the extent of it. And that's what I did for a while. And then once I was like, I don't even know when I was in high school, my dad was a lot more lenient about me dyeing my hair. And so I did a lot of red, a lot of highlights and things. But by the time I graduated high school, my dad was like, just go for it. Do what you're going to do. And at that point, I had my hair like every color out there. Maybe I'll have to dig up some pictures at some point of me when I had crazy fun hair. I've had my favorite I ever had was this beautiful purple color, and it was this dark purple, and it was just really, really nice. I've had peacock hair and bright orange and yellow, many, many different shades of like brown. Um, I've done black, blonde. I've done just green. I've done, it was like blue and purple and pink. That was really fun. My hair is wet. The longest part hits right above my butt now. When I washed my hair the other night, yeah, mine's getting about down to the small of my back too. It's crazy. I don't know that my hair's ever been this long in my life. You've had pink, purple, and blue and silver. Oh, I love silver. It's so pretty. All right, I got to co-winner. Got to co-winner. Okay, we'll see if they answer. Oh my gosh, Jimmy, me too. I hate hair washing night. But I love my hair long. But holy cow, it's such a pain. Okay. Hey, is this Melanie? What you doing? Working. So you are away from the heat. You are inside. You are air conditioned and cool. You know what's an even better way to stay cool? Whitewater tickets to Branson, and you are our winner. Woohoo! Melanie, congratulations. You've just won a pair of tickets to go to Whitewater and Branson. Just Celsius, the four states #1 for country. Fabulous. Good job. All right, Melanie, I just need a little bit more information from you. Your birthday, please. And your address. Can you tell me that street name one more time, please? All right. So we have these tickets here in the studio for you at our place in Joplin. Do you know where to find us? Yep, that's us. You can swing by Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and we will have them ready for you.
Thank you.
Yep. Have fun, Melanie. Thanks. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye. I still don't know that I got that street address right, but holy cow, I don't know what that word is. Hey, is this Melanie? 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 What you doing? What you doing? Working. So you are away from the heat, you are inside, you are in cool. You are air conditioned and cool. And cool. You know what's an even better way to stay cool? Whitewater tickets to Branson, and you are our winner. Melanie, congratulations. You just won a pair of tickets to go to Whitewater and Branson. Thank you. Just sell through the four states number one for country. Number one for country. Hey, morning, Rudy. Where is my? Oh, there it is. And she was the first time winner. I love that for her. Has loose morals like baloney. Can't follow the right truck to save his life. That's right. His wife is, in fact, a saint. That's true. Oh, guys, thank you so much. That means a lot. Thank you. I don't know that I've ever seen your hair real curly before, Melissa. I know, me too. There were hairs all over our shower and the curtain and everything during hair wash night. Awful. Major knows all about that. Dung, 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 ding, da, da, ding, dong. KIX 102.5, the four states number one for country. It's Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 7:51. A heat advisory in effect today. It's going to feel like 108. Super hot. It is 78 in Joplin. We'll take a full look at your forecast in just 9 minutes. Also, in the next hour, I want to know, what is your nickname and how'd you get it? Like when I was a kid, my nickname was Motorcycle. Yeah, that's actually what my family called me. They called me Motorcycle because I was just obsessed with motorcycles. And instead of something really cute like Moto or I don't know, they called me the full name of Motorcycle. So that was my nickname for many, many years. But what is your nickname? 623-1025 to call or text. You can also tell me on Facebook. But we've been getting you signed up to win tickets to Whitewater in Branson, and our system has picked a winner. So let's go ahead and give them a call, shall we? Need the music for it. There we go. Get all the numbers in there. Hopefully. Taking a long time to ring. Oh, okay. There we go.
Hello?
Hey, is this Melanie?
This is
What you doing?
working.
So you are away from the heat. You are inside. You are air conditioned and cool.
Yes.
You know what's an even better way to stay cool?
No.
Whitewater tickets to Branson, and you are our winner.
Oh, nice.
Woo! Melanie, congratulations. You've just won a pair of tickets to go to Whitewater in Branson.
Perfect. Thank you.
Just tells who's the four states number one for country.
KIX 102.5.
Okay. Oh my gosh, don't feel bad for him. As much as that man dishes it out, he can take it, let me tell you. Hi, Morning KIX. All right, what were they? Why were you called String Bean? Okay, so you were just an old string bean yourself then. Okay, so then what was your second nickname? Special K? It feels like there's a story behind that one. Okay, so a Special K like your choice of munchies or something? Gosh. Oh my gosh, that just clicked. Well, that tells you a little bit about me, doesn't it? Right over my head. Oh, don't remind me. Maybe I'll get Good Will Hunting this weekend with Randy gone. One can hope. Well, you ought to send him my way. Send him my way, and we'll get him on the list so I can watch him. Thanks, you too. Bye-bye. Oh, bless. My aunt calls me Silly Goose. That's adorable. Okay, yeah. Let's not forget, he left me in the woods with dog food in my pocket. He also tried to leave me at Big Brutus. This man, he also tried to leave me at the Christmas parade. At least I was in Joplin, and I knew where I was that time. Big Brutus, I had no idea where I was. Middle of the woods at night was even worse. I'm just wandering aimlessly, like, cool, I don't even have a compass. I don't know which way is north. He's always trying to leave me places. You sound so funny, Major. I should go back and watch that video, though. That snipe hunting video is just glorious. So good. I had my Crocs in sport mode, my camo pants on. Like, I was ready to do the dang thing. I was going to catch a snipe, and it was going to be great. You know how many snipes I caught that night? There you go. All right, so tomorrow is Thursday, friends. We will be talking about what your action figure would look like, what accessories they would have. Also, Secret Sound 97750. And then also more Whitewater tickets up for grabs. And at some point, I got to figure out what we're doing with the Morning Kick Challenge on Friday. I don't know. We got time for that one. But have a fabulous rest of your day. Thank you so much for hanging out this morning. It's been fun. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.